What's up, everybody? This is Gloria Magaña, and this is my first podcast episode of Chepa's Kid. What? I have some special guests here. They're going to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm PX.
Hello, I'm Cody.
And I'm E.
Well, anyone who listens to the podcast, that's how they know me. So,
But nobody knows who you are. So his name is Eric.
Hello, I'm Eric, and I'll be a special guest today.
Eric White Power. His last name is Power.
I'm actually signaling from my chest to the sky right now as you said that. So it's very funny.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh. My last name is Magaña. So I mean, it'd be like perfect. Power Magaña.
Also, I'll get you a hat.
Never. And my microphone's red. The foot. Anyway.
So, this is your first podcast. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so nervous. My hands are sweating.
Are they sweating? Like, is it making the transmission hands smoother? Or
So he makes fun of my hands because I have rough hands.
like feel her hands? Like feel her hands.
But wait, first
I
off,
have to feel her hands now.
why are my hands rough?
Well,
you work
because
out.
you just
Because I work out. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, I would
PX
say because
knows.
you just changed some
They're
brake
not even that
pads,
rough.
dropped the tranny. Like transmission, not a tranny. Like you may have dropped the
Damn.
tranny.
She's like picking up the whole
I
thing.
was like, listen, Tranny, that's my man. Bam. Drop her.
Shut.
Him.
Tuck yours and get out of here, okay? Bye.
No, he actually started giving me some cream to make my hands, and he calls it juice.
Juice salt.
So
I don't know if that's what you think it is.
No, yeah. Juice is something else, okay?
the people that sold it to him are from Israel.
Okay, that's
So-
probably their juju now.
Yes.
It's all over your hands.
It's all over my hands. That's why it's soft.
It's working. I
But
was like, it seems soft.
feel his hands. It's probably his actual juice.
Oh, you have soft. He has soft hands too.
Oh, all the people that live
I
in
don't
his
have
house
soft hands.
have soft hands. So the
We moisturize regularly.
with what?
I don't know. I don't know if I
wanna
want to touch anything
I
in
don't
this
want-
house
I know,
anymore.
like-
It's like,
Who has the
Look
black
like a
light
flying-
handy?
Like a flying squirrel.
Mom, should I
So-
touch this light switch or this doorknob?
Everything's voice activated for a reason in this house, okay? We're on the clapper system.
Oh
There
my
you go.
gosh!
Okay,
I bet
lights
you
are on
guys
now.
be clapping.
Soft hand clap.
Yeah. So he always says that I'm working on a car,
Yeah.
or something.
I mean,
But I need to get gloves for the gym. But that's just what can I show you? I don't know.
girl power.
Girl power, or just give it to the microphone.
She got scared of the mic. There you go.
No comment.
Okay.
So anyway, but I'm
Yeah.
excited because y'all, PX and I are comedy sisters. We
Yep.
started comedy at the same time.
From,
Yeah,
from the get.
San Francisco Comedy College. Woo woo.
Yep. Who knew there was a college for that?
I know.
We did.
Hey, of course we did. I'm like, I'm not good at college. Let me go to a comedy college.
I didn't
What my mom called
graduate.
it, clown school.
Oh, see, at least she called it a school. My parents were just like, this is a room where these adults are talking to each other. Sounds like a
Aw.
meeting.
They're like,
Different
wait, you're
meeting,
not
Mom.
going into nursing? They're all disappointed.
They were disappointed. In case people don't know, I am Filipino. I'm not a dude. People are probably like, who's this guy talking?
He's like, sister, talk about trannies. Wait a minute.
That counts.
Yeah,
Yeah, we started
You look good
together.
when you tuck it, though.
came out the woodwork.
I know. You're not supposed to tell anybody.
He doesn't know yet. So I'm still celibate. Kidding.
Okay,
I
so
don't
we
take it.
started comedy together, and we recently just did a show together, which I thought was really funny because Gloria was trying to use the bathroom, and there was a girl waiting in front of her,
I forgot about that.
and she told the girl that she was going through transition, and that she can go first.
totally forgot about that.
And the girl thought she was serious and
Yes.
was like, oh, I was waiting in the bathroom and she looks so good. She said she was going through transition. I was like, she's a real woman.
And I told, the thing is, I forget when I'll joke with somebody, I forget to say I'm kidding. So a day later, I'm like, oh, I forgot to say I was kidding. So it wasn't a day later, but I told Chick and I forgot to tell her I was kidding.
Yeah.
And she comes out and was like, you look good.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh? No. I'm kidding.
I had to tell
real.
her. She's like, she told me she was in transition. And I was like, that's a joke. Didn't you just see her up there? She was just up there telling jokes.
Did you do the death drop for her right there and there?
I should have.
You should have.
But I have
What's
knee
the
problems.
death drop?
When they like the drag queens, they go and then they do like the
You can do
The-
that?
No.
Well, all good drag queens can. So
Well, I don't know.
I want to be a drag queen for Halloween.
Oh, get her
I wanted
going.
to this year, but my best friend got married, so I don't know how that would have been in Texas.
Why does that? Oh, why does that matter? If you could have just brought your drag stuff there.
But it's like a small town in Texas.
I
So.
like how you say you had to bring your drag stuff. It's just dressing like a woman. So you just bring your regular stuff and just
No, it's different.
Maybe
It's like
exaggerate your
hecka-
makeup a little more.
It's
but-
hecka
More,
extra.
Yeah, more
Yeah.
and more extra.
I started watching even like tutorials on how to do makeup
Like
for a
a drag
while,
queen?
like a drag queen.
Oh my gosh,
So it's so fun. We should do it next year, dude.
we should. I'm down.
I'm serious.
I'm down.
And perform as comics.
Perform as comics as drag.
Yes.
Don't you think the drag community would be upset?
No, because for
They
with
might
your
be
voice and my
insulted.
height, they're like, where did these pieces come from? The fuck? They're the real deal.
What men's stall did they walk out of?
We're from Miami.
I
They
reckon-
never know.
I recognize those toes. I've seen them tapping in understalls quite a bit.
Yeah. So,
Okay,
but
okay.
yeah. So we met more. Almost
gonna
coming
be
on
7
7 years.
years.
I was just telling them it's gonna be 7 years, like
Yeah.
March.
I started the
April-ish.
comedy college in January, but I did my first set in March.
I started in March and did my first set in April.
Oh no way! So we were right there.
You're a class ahead of me,
A month.
so I'm a freshman. You're a senior.
Bitch, we graduated like 10 times.
I know.
They're like, it's graduation day. It's graduation day
Yeah.
every weekend.
Mhm.
Ah.
Yeah.
And now look
so-
at we now.
Look at we.
Look at us now.
Yeah.
Here in
Well, my class I think had like 25 to
we
35.
didn't have that many. We had like 10.
We had all guys and
All guys,
me, Katie, and then like another girl, 3 girls,
and the rest were all dudes.
and the rest were all dudes. Nobody else is doing comedy.
Sounds like open
Katie,
mic.
I know. Katie runs a room in LA, and myself, and then
What?
you, and I don't know who else does comedy.
Leslie every now and then she
Okay.
did comedy. Jason still does comedy. He did comedy college. Jason Rogers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then Stroy. Did Stroy?
Stroy Moyd.
He did
Wait.
comedy college.
Oh, I don't think he did comedy college.
I met
Did
him
he?
through the circuit.
Oh yeah. I met him through the circuit through Hella Funny.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, I don't think he did comedy college. Dude, he's
I don't-
grinding right now,
Is
like
he?
doing hella shit. Like he did that.
Like, he's doing videos.
freaking,
I
like-
know.
Yeah, and then he did that. The Uber driver.
I haven't
like,
seen it.
Dude, it's like a dating show where they get in the car and he's like an Uber driver and then he does like a dating show. I haven't seen the
Nice.
episodes following it, but the most recent one I saw was him and Sandra Rissa. You know Sandra Rissa, right? She's
So
like
she's
a
older.
70-year-old
She's
old lady.
so tight. She's
And
cute.
she's like, he pretends he's picking her up for an Uber, and then he's like smoking weed in the car, and she's like, "What?" Like dying. She's like this old ass lady. It's so,
Aw, she's a
good.
sweetheart.
Yeah, it's funny.
But I like to see, I've been seeing a lot of people starting to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Like now, like I remember when I started comedy, they had maybe like a year or two ahead of us, and now they're doing things. Like obviously what you said right now. I don't know if Marcela Arguello did comedy college. I don't think she did,
I don't think so.
but she's from here, and from Modesto. We're in Modesto. Actually, technically, we're in Empire, California, which is
It's
a
just-
neighborhood in the
It's
Mo.
like the taint of Modesto. It's
this is supposed to be clean.
Is it? No, it's not, bitch.
Okay, I'm supposed to. Okay,
It's
so
just
yeah,
bad.
You can be clean.
yeah, I can be clean. Okay,
You probably have the
No,
3 filthiest mouths.
I know.
on this podcast right now.
But Marcella is in LA, and I know she was writing for Bill Nye the Science Guy, and then she tours and stuff like that. So
Wait, like Bill Nye the Science Guy, current or Bill Nye when
current,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I was
like
gonna say, what
Comedy
was she
Central.
like? Was she like 20?
No, she's
12?
younger than me. I think she's how old am I?
She's younger
30
than you. Than I was.
She's
saying.
35, 36.
Okay.
So she's doing
Good
that
for
now.
her.
Hmm.
Is she writing for his Netflix show that he has?
I know she writes for him. I know it's
Okay.
Comedy Central that
You said
so-
now, right?
Yes,
Yeah, because he
now.
does have a Netflix. I want to say it's a Netflix thing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but it's really cool. Like I haven't seen Frankie Quinones in a long time, but I know he did the
He's
whole
still
Cholo
doing work,
fit.
yeah.
So he's touring. So I know when I started, they were like a couple or a few years ahead of us, and I'm like, oh, cool. They were like seniors who were freshmen type thing, and then now,
oh,
it's like
now I'm a freshman.
now you're a freshman. You're a sophomore. So, but it's cool to see all those. It kind of just
Yeah.
gives us like,
Yeah.
Hope
Well,
so.
I mean,
We're gonna-
Kabir, he's doing the
Him
Family
too.
Guy shit.
yeah, him too. So
Yeah.
it's exciting.
Yeah.
But we are
Okay.
actually going on tour next month,
Yeah.
starting December 21st
We're
in
gonna start in
Sacramento,
Sacramento.
and it's gonna be the Naughty and Nice tour.
Naughty and nice. Guess who's naughty? Guess who's nice?
Go ahead, answer the question, guys. No,
I want them to answer. They're in the
Who's the
room.
naughty and
We're
nice
gonna pretend they're
ones?
not even in the room anymore.
I know. We're like, who are you guys? What are you doing here? Get out! Skedaddle.
So yeah.
Who's the
what do you
naughty
think?
and nice one?
Well, obviously, PX is naughty.
Oh, obviously.
You can't smell us.
Ew, I can't. I really can't.
Okay.
I was born without a sense of smell, so.
Oh wait, I'm taking that like 3 different directions right now. That's in my head, so I was like,
I know he's like, looks like
And she
he's
was
like
taking
solving a math
directions
problem.
before we came over.
Shut up. Oh my God.
all of a sudden he's presenting the table. I was like, whoa,
Well,
hold on a second there.
I brought some holy water here really quick. Let me just start spraying you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what is that?
So Naughty and Nice. So how'd the name for that tour come up? Why is it Naughty and Nice?
We planned it like months ago, and I said, hey, let's do something during the holidays. And then I figured Naughty and Nice would be perfect because
she has curly hair and she also like has knots in her hair. So
hence the word naughty.
naughty.
And she's always been the nice one. She's clean. She does clean comedy. I've always been like the inappropriate.
But I think that's why we get along. Like,
Exactly.
I think what you think. I
Right.
just don't talk about it on
She
stage.
doesn't.
Because
She
I'll
does
be.
that. Yeah. She'll be saying it. She's like,
Yeah. I'm like, beep, beep, beep.
Like,
BX,
no.
I'm cussing more. I'm going to hell.
I'm all, who are you?
I know. Gloria, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Instead
I'm
of being
all,
like,
do
hey.
more. I want more.
So on the tour, is it primarily just you two? Is it you two on every night, or is it you have openers? How's that working?
No, as of right now,
It's
it's
just gonna
both
be
of
us
us.
two.
We've talked about bringing
Yeah.
in
Other people.
or
linking up with people doing shows out there. But
Mm-hmm.
I hit up 2 Canadian spots, and they were like,
Okay.
no. And I'm like, okay.
you should have said we're Mexicans trying to leave the U.S.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like, come.
Yeah. Maybe then they would have given it a start.
Yeah.
Be like, we're migrating over there.
Well,
Just kidding.
With the health industry over there, you should just tell them you're Filipino. Like, oh, nurses, come on.
Yeah.
Dude,
I want to go into a hospital when we go into Canada.
I'm down.
I just want to
even
see
like
if there's
homes,
Filipinos
like
in there.
convalescent homes. I'm down to do. I just want to go out there and perform and make
Well,
people
they
feel
say
better.
they leave their doors unlocked over there. We should just
You guys would have seen my face.
knock knock.
So we're
We
starting in
just checking.
Sacramento and we're
Ending in San Jose.
ending in. Oh, I was like, wait, what? So we're starting in Sacramento and we're going up north. So
Mhm.
we're Northern California,
Oregon,
Oregon, Washington, Canada, and then coming back.
Vancouver, British Columbia.
So if anybody, I don't know who's going to be listening to this podcast because it's the first one, but we need some shows pretty much. But I'm, like I said, I'm down to even go to like the elderly homes, hospitals,
Dude,
whatever it is. I just want
let's just do that. I don't know why we
down.
just do that. Yeah, we'll
Let's
just walk
do
to
it.
the hospital like we came to the right place.
yeah, but we just got to be careful because sometimes they're like, we have to, not like a background check, but like,
I don't know. This is Canada. They have porn on the streets.
they do.
Yeah, like magazines and stuff just out in the street.
It's like Vegas, but a whole country.
Wow,
Can you
I didn't know
drink?
that.
Can you walk and drink?
I've never been there, but
Oh,
I can walk and
know?
I mean, walk and
babe,
drink.
you
I-
have a lot of information. Can you drink in Canada? Do you know?
It's one thing I do not know.
Oh, damn it!
I can walk and drink pretty much in any city, so I don't.
Oh, you mean?
Oh my gosh.
And people will be okay with it.
But this is,
frowned
I want to
upon.
say something real quick though. I was not crying. I can say it. So PX and I have never had the best luck in love.
Mm-mm.
I'm a cry. No, I'm kidding.
Mom, I have something in my eye.
I know, you need to fix your roof. It's leaking. But we've always had like really not the best luck.
Yeah, we've had
Um,
horror stories.
Yes, we're both divorced.
Yeah, me second though.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for my second divorce, but
She's
it
trying-
didn't happen. Just kidding.
No,
I'm
you're
kidding,
not.
I'm kidding.
Well, no, you're not.
I'm kidding. Yeah, so we've never had the best luck. But even recently, we were like, F love.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're going to be single for life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
you know.
I was like, this trip is gonna be so depressing when we go
I
on the tour
know.
because we'd be like, wah wah
Hello,
wah.
darkness, my old friend. And then the funny thing is, God laughed at us because they say, like, if you want to make God laugh,
Yeah.
plan, right? Which is funny because we're both
says
comedians.
that?
He doesn't say it. People.
That was a direct quote. I heard him say it last
Direct
week.
quote from here, you know, from his mouth to my ears. No, but that's what they say. Like people in like so I'm Christian.
Yeah.
Y'all,
Okay.
some of you guys obviously know, but I'm really huge in my faith and very strong. And so, you know, pastors and people that have been really big influences in my life, my mom being one of them, would always say, I was like, Mom, but you know, at this age I was supposed to do this, and at this age and blah blah, you know. And she's like, if you want to make God, if you want to continue like making God laugh, continue to plan. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. And she's like, because it's not your plan, it's God's plan. So recently we were just like, F love, we're never gonna get hooked up again. And then this Beezy's like on Facebook, I got my new boo. I'm like, what?
First off, it's not Facebook official yet.
Oh, Instagram. It was on Instagram.
Yeah. I was like,
But I mean, I did hear about you.
Yeah.
I did hear, she was like, she wanted to improve her credit. So I was like, girl, get it.
Get you a white boy.
Oh, yeah, he's white, FYI. So she would talk about you. So I knew who you were. And
You knew of him.
I knew of you.
And once I came out, she was like, "Is this Santa Cruz?" Once I started posting,
Yeah,
the pictures
was
on
this
Snapchat.
Santa Cruz? Because
Oh,
he's from
creepy.
Santa Cruz. Yeah. Burp. And so, I was like, what? And I was like, well, since we're on that subject,
I know.
I'm kind of talking to somebody myself.
Yeah, he's in the room.
He's in the room.
I'm looking around.
Who is he? Yeah. So
So it's weird because the whole time we've known each other, we've been pretty much single or
Yeah.
divorced. I don't like the word single. It's so
Yeah.
different. I
Divorced.
feel like it's different from single. I don't know. That's just me.
man challenged. Because I could pull in a guy. I was just talking about this. I could pull him in,
Oh, where is there a line behind that door right there behind
but
you?
they're not the best candidates. That's the thing. Like, I could pull him in. I just can't make him stay.
Yeah.
Because of whatever
Right.
reason. So I told him, like he's mentioned, like, you're going to get tired of me. And I was like, actually, you're going to get tired of me. Uh-oh. What does that look for?
We just had that conversation this morning. He's like, "You're gonna get tired of me." I'm like, "No, I'm
Maybe.
not."
Is this like, did you guys go to the same, like, do they teach you this like in white homes?
I think they do.
It's kind of just like embedded in us
Brainwashed?
from birth,
They're like, the woman that you meet is gonna be tired of you.
Quick.
Eventually, your shit gets old.
So we like literally just said that. And I was like, actually,
That's so weird.
you're probably going to get tired of me. And he's like, I
That's
think
what
we're the same person.
Yeah, see, that's weird. That's weird. It's like we're
Moral
having
of the
same
story.
conversation.
Get a white man.
Yeah, or
I'm
half
just
a
kidding.
one.
Half a one. I'm like scared for my culture and myself because I'm Mexican
Yeah.
and Trump. So I had to get somebody with the last name Power. And
Wow.
he's white. So that's why I could say, if we eventually maybe get married, our hashtag is going to be hashtag white power.
White
We talked about
power.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
White power 2020.
And then have your guys' like babies on there.
Yeah, because obviously we're going to have kids before we get married.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. I mean, you are Mexican. That's tradition, right? It's,
I
just,
mean, you already have children. So.
it's basically the Mexican engagement, right? Just you get pregnant, like,
Exactly.
oh yeah, there you go.
What's on your finger? Not a ring. Who's on your lap? My kid. That's how we're together. So, but yeah, he's divorced too. So I think that's why we kind of vibe too, because he knows how it is, and he has. You can go ahead and tell your story if you want. I don't want to like blast you.
I don't think they're here to listen to me.
He's been divorced a couple times.
Okay.
Twice.
Is this a race?
Couple
No.
between PX and Eric.
Yeah, well, is this a race?
I know.
Well, he's not married.
I hope not.
No, yeah.
Not married right now.
Okay. Yeah, but so you've never been divorced. Welcome to
Never
our club.
been.
Any kids?
No kids.
No kids either?
Ooh.
So it's like a match.
Big enough kid myself.
Wait. So how old are you?
28.
Oh no.
Oh, see, there's still time. But well played up to this point, sir.
Nice.
Yeah.
No kids, no marriages.
Oh man.
Just me now.
You're super like clean slate.
Don't check my history.
Yeah.
Good.
You're starting off with a great person to like.
No.
So
Stop
Oh,
it.
look at you getting all mushy. on that
You're not
podcast.
mushy.
That's why
What's
my eyes
wrong
have been
with
watering
me?
since we started the podcast. I'm like, my eyes are just Niagara Falls.
I know Canada. Later we see you. But that's on the other side. But it's good. Yeah. So, but we were going to just start. Well, this podcast, I was like, it's just you and I. But then it was a good
Yeah.
idea. We're like, let's.
And this is
bring-
like a new us. That's why
A
I feel
new
like it's a
us.
new us. We're starting. We're gonna start our 7 years of doing comedy, and that's like a new us because I've never done that. Like
No.
travel out of the state for that purpose.
No.
Sometimes
well, I
it's
have,
just
but it's
not like staying, like going up.
correct.
Yeah.
Same here.
You like go there, do your set, and then bounce back out.
Yeah. Like I've gone places and then no, I've been to Boston. I've been to Boston for comedy, but other than that, like if I'm in
How
the
long
area,
were you there for?
I was there we got there Wednesday and then left Sunday. It
Oh,
was
you were there
it
for
was-
a while then.
It was the Women's and Comedy Festival.
Was it the satellite? Was it the satellite?
No, that's exactly what it's called. Women's in Comedy
Oh.
Festival. And I went with Priya.
Oh, nice.
Priya and Kelly. I don't know if
That's
you know her,
dope.
Kelly Ankin.
When was it? Saturday and Sunday?
It was a comedy festival Friday through Sunday, and then if you're new
Wow.
or whatever, like Priya performed 2 days, and I performed 1 day because it was my very first comedy festival. So
That's
they
so
were
dope.
like, it was, you know what it really felt like. it did feel like high school. Like I got there and I felt like a freshman. A lot of people have already gone like 2, 3, 4 times. And so then I don't know if you know, what's her name? They had workshops. And so I don't know her name. Her name is Judy, but I don't know her last name. And she was from New York, Jewish. I don't know if that says anything.
That narrows it down.
That narrows it down.
Do you know who that is, babe?
What's her name? She's a comedian.
Let me guess. She had a larger than average nose.
She's a She's a lesbian. And
she was good with money.
I don't know. I can tell you.
Just narrowing it down.
Is she from Chicago? I mean, Boston.
No, but they had like they had workshops, and she ran one of them, and it was kind of like Judy Gold. That's her name.
Just the most stereotypical name ever. Judy Gold.
So this one, I don't know what.
She dropped the burger.
I think she was on Roseanne.
Oh,
her?
No, she's been on that other.
Drew Carey? No.
No, I want to say she's been on some.
There's a thing called IMDb.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Ain't got time for that right now.
I know.
But she's all, but I'll show you a picture.
Yeah, that's not how I roll. But she was one of the ones working the
nice.
workshop, and then there was like the
Were
like
there
producers.
Were there Mean Girls? She's a lesbian?
Yeah, she's married.
Is there
and
any
has
Mean
children.
Girls? Because you said it was like high school, so I was just
Oh,
wondering,
well,
was there
no.
Mean
In the sense of like, I was like in awe. Because at that time, I had only been doing comedy for like 2 years.
Yeah.
3 maybe. And yeah. So you go and then everybody's talking. I was kind of quiet. I was just like observing.
Yeah.
And so then they had a mixer at like after, I think it was like Sunday, they had a
all
mixer.
women?
All women. But then they have like some guy, like one, I think it was a couple dudes that were, no, I'm lying. There were some guys. And yeah.
Like watching or doing their set?
No, they were doing their set, but
okay.
it was like very minimal.
Mm-hmm.
But the girls like ran the whole
Like, get
thing.
the fuck out.
Yeah. And so the last night it was a mixer, and so everybody went, and they're like, "Oh, you just started comedy? That's awesome. Okay." And then they would kind of give you tips and stuff like that.
That's
and
so cool.
So, but it was a big deal for me because I didn't know about comedy festivals.
Oh, okay.
And so I just applied, and then everyone like
Did
I
you,
know
did you, you paid?
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of so it reminded me of college in the sense where it was like, you pay for your application, you register, do whatever, and then you send it in your like your material and stuff like that, right? Yeah, your video. Mm-hmm. And then that you wait to hear back. So then I would tell like, kind of like that you got in or whatever, right? So Priya and them are like, how many did you apply for? And I'm like, what do you mean? I just did one. They're like, you have to apply to a bunch of them. I was like, oh, I didn't know. And the deadline's already, whatever. So then everyone's like, you're not going to get on that one. Because it's your first time.
They said that.
A lot of people
and you did.
but a lot of people, they weren't mean about it. They were just like, more than likely you're not going to get in because you just started comedy. So next year, it's a learning experience. Next year, just apply to a bunch of them. And I got in. And I was like, I got in, And so it's kind of, again, it's like college. It's an investment. You go, you have to pay for everything. But after that, I will say, after that comedy festival that I got into, like when I came back, when I do shows, for the most part, like bigger shows, they'll ask me, what's your rate? What's your going rate for your set? Before it was just like, can you perform?
Yeah.
That's
so still where I'm at right now.
So we got to get into comedy festivals, dude. I think after
no
this,
one's ever asked me what my rate is.
Montreal. We should. Okay. That's going to be our goal for next year.
Okay. But we got to go to those hospitals and those retirement homes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so down to do that.
Because I want to know if there's Filipinos in the hospitals there.
There has to. It's Washington. Grey's Anatomy.
Wait,
actually,
I'm not watching Grey's Anatomy. That's what I said. I'm boycotting that movie. That's one of my new jokes. I'm boycotting that movie, that show.
Well, then you got to do it in Washington.
In Washington?
Why do you think they have Filipinos in the hospital? It's Korean, right? Sandra Oh is like the.
She's Korean.
Yeah, she's Korean. Yeah,
but as far as like,
same thing.
No
Asian.
Filipinos.
No, there isn't, and that's rude.
And I'm
that's
like
rude.
a Grey's Anatomy, like super.
Are there Indians?
There's one now.
Okay.
And then there was a girl there's a Indian guy now. And then there's a Middle Eastern, like a girl that has like the.
You think they would have Filipinos there first before?
Right. They had one Latina that was like running because she's a DACA kid or whatever. But that's new.
It's just making me mad.
Yeah, that's new.
I'm just kidding.
They now have 4 black people on the show.
See, they're overcompensating.
Now they're like
trying way too hard.
Everybody.
It's like having
United Colors of Benetton.
It's like having a show about restaurants and not having any Mexicans in it. It'd be really weird.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it.
Yeah, no.
I was like, who made this Chinese food?
Exactly.
Okay.
My cousins who are nurses love that show, Grey's Anatomy, and I'm like, you guys are no longer my cousins. Like,
I didn't think about it until you actually said it,
dude. And that's what I've been running. I've been running with that because, like, same thing with Scrubs. Like, I love Scrubs. That show is so funny. But then I was like, that show has no Filipinos in it either.
These motherfuckers.
Yeah, dude, I'm offended.
That's crazy. So what do you go by?
What do you mean? What I go by?
Like the whole comedy thing. What's your shtick? Because you make shirts off of it.
What do you mean? What
Your
I go?
hashtag.
Oh, my hashtag. I go by PX as my name.
But there's another
PX.
thing. You say
Oh, funny people.
Yeah,
funny people.
Yeah.
PUNNY people. I used to do a joke about it, but I don't do the joke as much because it's like a Seinfeld and my dad reference, and some people don't watch Seinfeld and they don't get it. So I kind of took it out. It's been like out in my back pocket for a while. I should probably take it out.
To some people, because I remember I've said this around Mexicans and they're like, it doesn't make sense.
it.
I don't get it. And I was like, Filipinos. They
Yeah,
say
funny,
with P. They don't
funny.
say the F.
We
They're
don't
like,
say
it doesn't make sense. So explain that.
Oh, so I mean, yeah, you just explained it.
No,
We don't do the F.
No, but like say like why is F not in the alphabet
so,
in the Philippines or
you
what?
know, it's funny that the F hasn't been in the Filipino dialect until like the past, I don't know, 30 years. So
That
there
makes
was
sense.
no
I didn't know
F.
that.
Yeah, there was no F. But that's weird because my last name's Floro and I've always been a Floro.
So it's plural.
Yeah, so but then they say Ploro, you know what I mean? And my middle name's Geronimo, so it's Geronimo. But
Your middle name is Geronimo.
yes, my middle name is Geronimo. So it's Paula Severa Geronimo Floro.
That's how you say it.
Yeah. And so
Interesting.
there's no F in the Filipino dialect.
See, I
it's
didn't know that.
PH. Yeah. So then when you go in the Philippines, they spell Filipino, Pilipino.
Okay.
And then here we're like Filipino. Why can't you pronounce the F? It's like because it's not in their language.
Okay.
Until
well, like in the Asian culture, I don't know which one, but they can't say their R's.
yeah, Riri.
Riri. You want some lice? No, I've had that for
L's
a
and
long
R's,
time
reversal.
as a kid. Lice? Oh, rice. I'll take a lot of
Fly
it.
lice.
Yeah. They fly a lot. They do.
You start having PTSD. Like, someone give me vinegar, quick.
I used to have hella lice as a kid.
What you do is vinegar.
And I'm not talking about rice. I'm talking about like the actual lice.
vinegar solves that.
My mom used to use Raid.
What on your head? Oh my god!
Explains so much.
It
That's the
does.
most gangster shit
No.
I've ever heard.
No, I'm not kidding. So
And it worked.
like it
Next
was
to moms be like,
yes, it was really bad. Like my lice, like road dogs for sure. They were always on me, and I didn't get it from Mexican kids. We used to have
trying to make that clear, guys. Okay?
make it clear we're clean.
Were they white?
There was a trailer park, and it was called Butler's Camp. So I always, whenever there was a new kid, it was always like, which reminds me, your little story with Vanshay, one of our friends. People would say like, who wants to show them around? And no one would say anything. And I'm like, I'll show them around, So we had a lot of people coming from Mexico or whatever, or like there was like some white kids that all of a sudden their district went into our school, like type thing. So then I was like, I'll help. And I felt bad because they were like, it was like they were poor. It was like white trashy kind of people kind of thing, and no one wanted like to mess with them, and I was like, I got you, sorry guys, no offense.
Big old tall Gloria.
Yeah. And so
Hold my hand.
but they were like thugs, like the girls were like, they would fight dudes. And I mean, no, now I work in special needs and I work with kids that are emotionally disturbed. Why is that funny? I work with emotionally disturbed kids.
I like how you just associated like poor white children with being emotionally disturbed.
No,
They're just like,
no.
It's not a big leap.
I'm pretty sure they're on the spectrum, all of them.
That's not what I meant. What I'm saying is like, I work with kids that are emotionally disturbed. So now I see why these kids were hella like crazy, because they're emotionally disturbed. They were probably going through some stuff during that time. So they would just box anybody. But they like totally sided with me. Anybody who messed with me, they got me. But they had lice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we were fine. And then I'd come home and I'm like,
No.
and they would send me home. And
course.
and then my sister went to school there. So then we had the same home, we live in the same home, they would send both of us home. So my sister would be pissed because she was in 6th grade. I was like in 1st, and she's like, how embarrassing, So my mom would take everything out, send me back. I'd come back infested. So my mom was like, dude, y'all need to clean your, like, get them kind of thing, But I had hella lice, and so my mom would get tired of it. So all the like Nix, what is the other one? I should know all of them. Anything that had to do with lice, like the medication, did not work on me. So my mom used Raid,
It was like mutant
like
lice.
cockroach, like that bug spray. Use it, and then she'd get like a plastic bag and put it around my, like, tie it.
Kill those.
And I was
bugs.
like, Mom, it's burning.
Oh my god.
And she's like, yeah, and it's funny because George Lopez does talk about that, like about when women get their hair dyed blonde, like Mexican women, and it's like, it's burning, and they're like, that's because it's working. And that's what my mom would say, like, the Raid is burning because it's working. But it's like, you look back and it's like, do not put on eyes and skin, And so, but it wouldn't.
But it worked.
Sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't. So I ended up getting a shot, like a vaccination,
They have that? That's a thing?
It was not FDA approved, so this probably explains a
from
lot
Mexico.
more.
Got sent up.
It was like a front line for humans,
What? And it worked.
and it worked.
But it worked.
It was so gross. This is just a disgusting story. The lice were literally like within like maybe 20, 30 minutes, the lice like crumbled.
Just falling from it?
Falling
like
from my
9/11,
head.
just people falling from the building?
Yes,
Oh
too
my
soon.
God.
But yeah, it was like that. And so it was gross. Like my pillowcase, I'd wake up and there was like hella like lice around. So now when kids at school have lice, I'm like, I freak out. I'm like stepping away slowly, Homer Simpson meme, kind of going to the bush kind of thing. But I think it explains a lot because my family's tall, but I'm like extra tall. My voice is hella deeper.
And you have that tail.
Why did you tell him? I can't. I mean, I was born without a sense of smell, but like my eyesight's bad. I don't have my sense of smell. Like puberty hit late. Like a lot of stuff.
Poor judgment.
Bad
I'm
choices.
dating white guys, and what the hell? So I don't learn my lesson because my first husband was white. It's like hello, Mythbuster. He didn't bring my credit.
I've never had a white boyfriend. So my first white boyfriend.
Power.
Yeah, he met my family too, which is kind of weird. Which
That's a big deal.
which on
I'd
a
say
side
it's
note,
pretty serious.
before we get to him, the white boy, my kids had lice.
I got you, girl. What do you need?
Dude, no, I got him. I treated it and then
Vaseline.
put him back to school.
I don't.
And then they sent him back because they didn't have it. So then I treated again. Then they went to their dad's house, got the lice back, came back, would treat it again. Then I just dropped dollars on some lady to come over to our house and treat
Did
the
voodoo.
girls. Yeah, and she did it. They didn't have any lice after that. And they
What did
checked
she do?
everybody in the household. She like literally combed and used some like probably vinegar or some types of solution that she was spraying in it. And she combed it all out. And then the next day, I mean, they were able to go back to school. But then out of everybody, my mom had a little bit. My dad had a little bit. I had none. And she was like, you don't have any. And I'm like, that's weird because,
As he checks her hair right now.
He's checking her hair. He's like,
but I
"Wait."
think it's because I have so much hair.
He's all scratching his beard.
Because don't they latch onto like your scalp?
Right? They bite your skin and they suck the
Yeah.
blood.
Yeah, so that's
so
the
when
thing.
this is gross. I don't know if you guys ever like went through this.
My
When
kids
you
all
pop,
had it.
you pop the lice, blood squirts because that's the blood from your head.
That's what I'm saying. And I think because my hair's so big,
They're
they
like,
couldn't get
dude,
to
we
my
can't.
head.
It's like
They were
immigrants
dying.
going to the U.S. We can't. Machetes. I
they
can't
were
do
dying
this.
before they could even get into my scalp.
Yeah, you should
So,
see her hair curly. It's like super curly.
Yeah,
It's really nice.
I'm trying to be mysterious right now, having the straight hair and my scar face.
I know my hair's an 84 cat walked all over her literally and left her
Scratched my
scratch.
face.
Oh, see, I thought she just got kicked out of the gang. I thought they were trying to give her that $1.50 on the
No.
cheek, and they just went too high.
It was Black Friday sale, and I was like, "What?" Yeah.
Yes. So
No, we were sleeping on my sofa, and the cat like jumped on him, and then I felt like a stinging pain, but I didn't feel like pressure. And then I just touched my head, and I could feel like wet, and I was like, "Oh shit!" So then I went to the bathroom, and then I looked like Carrie in the fucking mirror. I was like, "What?"
they're all gonna laugh at you.
The animals are. And then people started when I posted that on my Snapchat and my Instagram. People were like, "That's what you get for doing the scare cat."
You
on
always
the
scare your
animals." I
cat.
do.
That is true.
I
That
do.
is true.
I'm like, well, then I
What
guess
a
I
scaredy
deserve
cat.
it.
Mm.
Well, Cody really wanted to eat the cat.
Yeah, I was pretty much ready with a bottle of teriyaki sauce.
Oh,
Bitch was looking like a snack.
The cat.
time out. What are we talking about? Like a cat?
Yes.
Double entendre.
It's in the cat. The entendre.
I mean, either that or he's into some really kinky stuff. He's like, yeah, I got the Yoshidas out. We're ready to get down. Like,
I'm still
Got the
confused.
samurai sword.
You
Yeah.
went to go eat Chinese food, or are you talking about?
That was when I got smacked. Remember with the cat?
when do they have teriyaki at Chinese food? You're so racist.
God. I'm thinking teriyaki is a Japanese thing.
Sorry.
How baby, sorry.
Sorry. I'm just kidding. So, anyways,
No, well, I was going to ask earlier. So, you guys have been doing this for about 7 years, you said, correct?
Yep, we're about here.
So,
7 years.
in 7 years, I know comedy in general, it seems like it's white male dominated pretty much for the most part.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, what obstacles have you faced? Not only being female comics, but ethnic female comics at that.
I think we already have a target on our back because we're just female. Period. Doesn't matter if you're lesbian. Doesn't matter if you're trans. Like just being a female, I think it's already hard. And we've both experienced firsthand, like being.
hated on.
Because I was going to use the word discriminated, but it's like we are. I guess it's more of like a hate thing.
Yeah.
'Cause, we're not as good as the guys. If we were funnier, You know what I
we
mean?
get on shows because we're girls, not because we're good, supposedly. Like,
Yeah,
we just need a female
to fill
comic.
it. Yeah, they just need to
We
fill
need
a
a filler.
spot. So we'll put this female in here just to fill up a spot, saying that we got a female comedian on there. And I mean, it's tough, but I don't know. I just tell myself I've told you millions of times, like, it's not about them, it's about us, and we just keep doing it. And I think that the more we do it, the more we have haters.
That's better.
And there's even women that kind of hate on us too. There
was a girl in the beginning.
Oh yeah,
that she totally hated.
Which is, no, I didn't hate her. She hated me, and she she would spread rumors saying that the reason why I was going through my divorce is because I cheated on my husband, which was not true. And it was messed up because I didn't even hear it from comics. I was hearing it from regular people telling me this, and I was just like, what the? And then, fun fact. Fast forward to now. So this was like about 6 years ago. I did a show, and she showed up. Yeah, and the place that we were doing the show was a place that she used to do her shows, and some idiot comedian, I'm not going to say his name, invited.
What does that rhyme?
Cranky,
Frankie, Marcos,
Shanky, Cranky, and he invited her. Which, I mean, it's cool, but it's like, why would you invite someone who had so much hate and like didn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just wasn't. And
it's probably trying to get in your
there
head.
was, and someone wrote, like, so it was during Halloween, and there was tombstones everywhere, and someone put R.I.P. to this comic, and she showed up, and as soon as he saw her, he was like, I'll be right back, and he leaves.
We go delete it. We go erase. No way to
break
know
the
that.
tombstone. Yeah, I was dying because I was just thinking, like, what were the odds that like 6 years later she would show up? And
Right.
she showed up with her boyfriend, who I think is like 10 years younger than her. So it was
Ooh.
yeah. She beat me, so I think we're good. Like,
I'm into older men now. So.
yeah. My bad, girl. My
Yeah.
bad. I tried that.
Sugar daddy.
Wait, how much older are you?
A year. Hey, this is the oldest I've ever dated, okay? Leave me alone.
We actually went to high school together.
Okay.
Yes, we went to high school
And so
together.
you were a year older, so you were like senior. She was
No,
junior.
I was a year older than me. I was 2 grades ahead of her.
Hey, I didn't speak English. I'm kidding. I don't. Eh? I was busy cleaning the cafeteria. Yeah, I was a freshman. He was a junior.
Okay.
And I liked him, but he was afraid of women back then. So
That's weird.
Back then, they were
still right now a little bit, but
only if you have a number 2 pencil in your hand. Like,
Then he's
up.
scared.
yeah. So I still like him. I used to have a crush on him, and
And
he
look at you
only
guys now.
hung out with Asian people. So I was like,
What were the odds?
not small and not Asian.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he doesn't like me.
You probably smelled my Asian estrogen on you. You're just like, she likes Asian people.
That's true.
is that adobo?
Let's whoop you out.
Yeah. So yeah, and then yeah,
And then you guys picked up right where you left off.
No, they never talked to me. So.
Well, no, there was a time. There was a time. So we had mutual friends. Well, because she was an athlete in high school.
Of course she was.
I was not.
Of course you weren't.
Obviously, by my lumpy exterior. But no, I remember back in the day. This was pre-cell phones, pre-everything. It was like pager days.
You wouldn't know,
Yeah.
Shuddy.
There was we used to have these things called pagers, right? It was a pager, and if you're a real boss back then, you had a room phone. You had your own number, so your parents couldn't like dip in and grab your line. Like,
that was just only for white people because we didn't have that.
Hell no,
I didn't have that. My parents would be on the line.
I've been working
Yeah.
since I was 15. So I was like, I got my own number. I paid my own bills. I was cool.
What?
Yeah. So I had my own phone line, and one day I get a call from a payphone with 2 friends, and they're like, "Hey, my friend wants to talk to you. My friend wants to talk to you." And then she never got on the phone.
I was like, I can't. I like him. I can't talk to him.
You're like, do you even really have anybody there?
Yeah.
with you?
He's like, yeah, whatever. Total like high school, like, okay, dude.
And then I
for
went
real.
back listened to R. Kelly's 12 play, and then
So he's like the not whitest, but he's like the blackest white guy you'll ever meet. Like he's onto Jodeci, and he knows all the 90s R&B, R. Kelly, and he gets into it, and he does it when he sings. He does it, like does this a lot.
If you don't know what she's doing, she's like reaching her hands,
fully
like,
emoting,
grabbing.
right now.
Yeah.
So he knows all about that life. So
Yeah.
But I had told my friend, she was a volleyball player as well, so I was like, he walked by and I was like, he's so cute. She's like, Eric, that's my boy. And I'm like, I'm kidding. No, abort. And then she's like, I got you, girl.
And that's when they called from the
yeah,
payphone.
so then we were it was after school. We're waiting for our game to start. And then she's like, let's call him. I'm like, I'm not talking to him. And so I thought she was kidding. Puts like the quarter into the thing. And then she's like, here. And I was like, one of my best friends, Judy, still was like, just get on the phone. I was like, I can't. And he's like, is this for real or whatever? And nothing happened.
We were freshmen
I was a freshman
at that time.
And he was a junior. And he was like, junior, like, woo.
Yeah.
So, but then years later, we have mutual friends. And I was actually his room here upstairs. I was going to move in here. I moved all my stuff. He was moving out because he was getting with... Were you with baby mama?
No, I was just moving in with Vanchi.
Oh, he was moving with another friend.
Mm-hmm. Damn girl, jumping on that all quick. Yeah. Who were you moving in with?
Who were you moving in?
A year ago.
Finish him.
It was a Mortal Kombat fatality.
Babality.
But yeah. And then we re-met a month ago on Halloween.
And
I was like, where's your wife at? He's like, there's no wife. I'm like, I had a crush on you in high school.
That's literally the first thing she said to me.
I literally said that.
And then she was like, so are you single? And my drunk friend was like, he gets drunk off like half a shot of Hennessy.
By smelling it.
Yeah. And so he was like, he's single now. And like all stumbling, bumbling.
Yeah.
And then, we went to a party and the whole night we just
talked. Never left my side because I wasn't drinking. And so he literally never left my side. I was like, ooh.
And here we are today, a month later.
I know. It went by quick though. I felt like it was just like we met.
Yeah.
But you guys have been together for how long?
Just a few weeks. We made it official a few weeks ago. But we've been dating for like 4 months.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
There's this guy. Yeah, it's like whatever. Sending the cruise, whatever. I'm like, you're bringing him up, so there's not whatever. Mm-hmm.
And we're dating off and on. And then I kept trying to show him like, this is really me. I'm who I am. I'm really crazy.
There was enough red flags to make a fucking quilt.
I'm like, you want to go to a wedding with me? You want to be? This is like the first date. I'm like, I have a wedding to go to. You want to go? And then he's just like, sure. Didn't go.
so it's ours. Just kidding. Not really. But, yeah.
All you have to do is bring the ducks and I got you.
And he didn't go. And the only reason why I wanted him to go, though, because it was my friend who got married. She met her husband from OkCupid. And that's how we met.
Okay, Cupid.
Okay, Cody.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. And now you guys are here.
And now we're here.
Meeting his family in Modesto.
Yes.
Modesto. What are the odds?
I
What
know.
I always call it.
Yep.
That's what I said. I said this was destiny because what are the odds that you would be living literally?
You're like, dude,
and you
no.
even said it before I came over. You're like, that'd be so funny if we were like right down the street.
Yeah.
And here we are right down the street.
Literally.
So
Down the street.
crazy.
So that's kind of cool.
We could have walked here. I felt so lazy. I was like, dude, we're hella close. Like parked.
Fucking 3 blocks over.
You're like, why is the Uber driver 50 cents? I don't understand. What I don't get it.
Well, it's me.
Is that how it is in
Are you ready
Modesto?
to go, Cody?
You're all,
50
ping,
cents.
it's me. That's hilarious.
So you guys' tour
It's coming out.
starts. So it's from what are the dates right now that you have booked so
December
far?
21st through the 28th. So
Yep.
it's like a week
It's
long.
going to be a week
We're
long.
going to be gone for Christmas.
Yeah, it's going
That's
to be
cool.
rough. But it'll be
I'm
good.
okay because I don't have children, but
I
you
know,
do.
I know.
So
I'm
that
gonna
I
have
could
separation
imagine.
anxiety. I'm gonna be video chatting with them like all the time.
Well, the first 2 days of that, then after that, it's gonna feel like, oh man, this is what life feels like. This is what it can
That
be.
was when we were
well, I get
single?
that once a week, so it's like you know,
Yeah.
every other week. So then when I don't have them, I'm just like freedom.
Yeah, and we're starting in Sacramento. Nick Larson, another comedian here from the Valley, he has a show.
He's producing a
showcase,
show,
yeah,
yeah.
in the Sac area, 916, whoop, whoop. So, yeah,
I'm gonna represent, and then we're gonna start driving up.
Mm-hmm.
And
And we just had an idea today. We're like, okay, we'll do it. But right now that we were talking earlier,
that's a great idea. I think
great
it's an
ideas of
amazing idea.
going to hospitals, going to
mean,
women's shelters.
And what are they gonna say? No, we don't want to laugh and be
Right.
like, well,
you
then-
got to.
Yeah.
You need it.
You're dying.
Yeah.
If you don't want to laugh, book the other comic.
Pix is going to come in the room. They're going to be like, oh, the nurse is back. No, they already gave me my
I should
insulin.
wear scrubs just to be funny and be like, all right, let's change his
I should
IV.
wear scrubs and just be the clean lady. They would. We don't even have to call and ask.
Housekeeping.
We
I
could
know.
just
We
we
should
go
just
in,
go in
and they're like,
We
"Hey,
should-
go to room from 415.
We should see how far we can actually go.
and like totally document
And just
it.
like, and document it and be like, okay, we're in hospital.
Today's
number
news: we
1.
had a Mexican and a Filipino from
of course,
California,
from California.
coming in to try to make people laugh. It's a different kind of crime these days.
Yeah, no. And then-
So
then we're gonna
so
get
I think we're
arrested.
gonna do that, and
Yeah.
then
That's great.
I think because it's positive, and as y'all know, I'm a Christian lady. I think when we're doing God's work, then God's gonna
yeah,
hook it up. So
we're gonna be awesome. Then we're gonna explode.
yes,
They're gonna be like, this fucking Filipino and Mexican chick. We want them to go nurse us back to health and clean our house. And we're like, okay,
we'll do it.
we have a charge.
Do you have Jello? I like Jello.
So if people want to find you on social media, where can they find you guys?
We're all over the place, right?
yeah, pretty
So,
much.
like,
Social media though.
Yeah.
What's your
So for
Facebook?
me, like Twitter, Facebook, and
What's your handle?
Instagram, it's
What's-
Glory Magaña, Glory with a Y, like glory hole. That's why I always
Does
tell
anyone
people
spell
they
with
understand
an I?
it. They
Does
they
anyone
totally
spell
get it.
with an I. Glory hole.
Glory. They spell it with the I or IE.
Okay, I
I'm
can
like,
see I.
okay, so Glory Magaña
Okay.
or Glory Magana. There's no tilde on the end. And then on Snapchat, it's a Glory M. So Glory EM for me, and that's where I post all my stuff for my shows and things like that.
Mine's PX is my name, pretty much on everything, and that's PXISMYNAME. Because every time I say that, people are like, "Okay, PX, yeah, I got that," and I'm like, "No, PX is my name."
They're like, I know it's your name, but what is it?
yeah, what's your handle? I'm like, "No, that's it. PX is my name." Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, probably my YouTube's the only one where it's Queen PX Tube, and then my recent podcast, Pretty Extreme Podcast, on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
Damn, girl, you got it all. Money, cash shows, and all.
I know this. That's why I'm doing this extra recording because I was like, okay, now you can listen to this podcast. Click,
Yeah,
plug it in.
Nice.
and then drop
Cool.
it. In, so
I don't have all that. I do have a
no,
YouTube.
you got this, so you got all
Right.
that automatic.
Yeah. Well, I have YouTube, but I need to like revamp everything. 'Cause
Oh, yeah, my
it's
YouTube's disgusting.
Yeah, I need to.
I have
I'm working on I'm not working on it, but like a
he's
web.
working on it.
No, one of my best friend's brothers working on a website, and then I'm working on getting merch. So
Go,
I'm
girl.
excited, but I'm like,
Get that
ugh.
So if they're looking to book you guys, they can go to your social media and get at you guys that
They
way.
can
Yep.
message us or email pxcomedy@gmail.com.
Mine's personal.
Okay.
I don't
Just hit her up on
want-
social media.
Just hit me up on social media. I got enough emails going
So
there.
you can do that, and you'll post once you get the dates all set. You'll have the dates posted on your social media.
Yes.
Working on a
Yes.
flyer.
Yep.
Working on.
We're working
getting-
on our marketing team.
Get your
Yeah.
Shopify going and all that. So yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Find
So-
us.
I'm so excited.
I
Thank you
know.
for coming.
Oh, thank you
Thanks,
for having
Cody,
me.
Codester.
You're welcome. Thank
you for
having me.
You talk so much. boo. And thanks to my boo thing.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
He's over here like, because this is very new to me. Like the whole relationship thing.
we're with you. This is
Right.
unusual.
So I get weird where I'm like, oh yeah, this is my boy.
Friend.
I know this fool over here. He's cool.
Yeah. So we went to really quick before we're done. We go to breakfast, and I'm not embarrassed. I'm so not PDA-ish. I'm a tomboy. Like I'm just like right. So we go to this breakfast spot right now, and sit down, and there was like an older couples. They're like, hey, and so I joke around like someone texts him, and I'm like, who texts us? Or like being stupid. So I was like, who said hi to us right now? And he's like, oh, that's my old coworker, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. So they are leaving. They come and say hi. They're like, hey, have you been? We missed you, because they're not in the same department anymore. And so,
So the people you said hi to, you actually knew. You actually knew them,
no, he said hi to them. I didn't say hi to them. I didn't know them.
but you knew them.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
So
then
then
they-
they just said hi to strangers.
No. Am I
Very friendly guy,
Modesto? I'm on population 500. No. So they come over and they say bye, and then the husband's talking to him, and then the wife comes over and she's like, Magaña, right? And I was like, yeah. She said that? She said,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, yeah. I was like, what's your name? And she's like, Vicky. And then she said her last name. And so they literally like 3 houses down. We were raised. Yeah. So our family was big. Their family was big. And we would always like hang out. So I'm like,
6 degrees of separation.
yeah. And so she's like, your smile, I could tell. And I was like, and my nose. And she's like, yeah. Because that's our nose is the Magaña thing.
Yeah.
I was like, dude. And he's like, you're over here embarrassed. And then you meet
You
somebody
know
that knows
them.
your whole family. I'm like, damn it. No, I was going to know. So that was funny. But I'm not, I tell him, I'm not embarrassed of you. I'm just embarrassed in general, just because
You're shy.
I'm shy about these things.
Yeah.
So.
Chepa
But
kid.
everybody, Chepa's kid
Chepa's
is in a
kid.
relationship. The fuck?
You heard it here first
What?
on Chepa's kid.
Everybody's asking me on social media, like, not everybody, because I haven't posted him on like the stories or nothing. Like I've sent them personally to you.
Oh, the stories?
Yeah.
Oh.
So nobody.
Then I feel special.
Yeah. So
sometimes I'll be like, I have to wait to watch this because I want to hear.
That's what I did
everything.
earlier. I listened to one and I was like, oh. He's like, what? Listen to it. Well, no, we'll do it later.
That's okay.
And I said, who's snapping us?
Got him.
Well, thanks for listening, y'all.
Thank you. Thank you for having us again.
Excited.
Thank you.
Of
Thank you, guys.
course. Kisses.
This is awesome.
Bye.